Hey guys, Mr. here again for another video today, and we are back with our Houston Vikings franchise mode. And I don't know how I feel about getting into this episode because we have to re-sign some people, and we have some big ass contracts to bring out today. So I'm kind of scared because this year could be a bad one. We have to re-sign Tippett, Haig, Hamilton, and Konechny. Those are the four big ones, especially Tippett, man. He wants 12 million for 4 years. Okay, so we're gonna actually, you know what? No, yeah, we need to start with the big man. We need to start with Tippett. I want him for a long time. Holy shit. 8 years, man. Gee, how much can I get him for? 15,373,000. Holy shit, that's a lot. I could bring him down to 13 million. That's a ridiculous contract. Oh no. How about 6 years then? 13,736. Let's see, how about that? You know what? 11.6. We'll do that then. Oh my god. We're gonna have to do that. 11.7 is what we'll have to do. So Owen Tippett, there's the contract, buddy. That will bring him until he is 30 years old. So, that's quite a big contract as well. Do I want to lock Hag up until then as well? I feel like that would be smart. But at the same time, I feel like I should go a little bit longer just because he will. Just so I don't have to re-sign them the same year. So, you know what? Yeah, we'll do that. 11,600 times 0.85. I can get him for under 10 million, so that's fine with me. I can get him for that, actually. Literally only had to change it a very little. Now, for Hamilton, I obviously will bring back. Now, I don't know how much longer I want him for. I don't know how good of a defenseman he is for how long. So I think we'll go to 34. That sounds okay. How much does he want? Okay, so that's not too bad. Sorry, I just misclicked on the calculator, so let's try this again. There we go. So I can get him for about 6.1k exact, actually. So that's not too bad of a contract either for 4 years. Hopefully that's good with him. Konechny now, the guy we signed in free agency last year. He was very good for us. He had the most points for us, so I am going to bring him back. For how long, though? I feel like 3 years wouldn't be that bad. 7.6 is how much he wants. That's quite a decent amount. I can get him for 6.460. Actually, you know what? Before I do offer Konechny a contract, I want to see if those three accept. Mainly Hag and Tippett. But hopefully those three do accept. I'm sure they will. I can't see them not, to be honest. I'm just hoping I will still have the contract space as well to get Konechny. So let's see how much contract space we now have. Now have 14.155, so that's good. So 3 years for Konechny, I can get him for under 6.5. No, I can get him for 6.5. No, sorry, yeah, I can get him for under 6.5, so we'll offer him that, and that should be good. Now, is there anybody else we really need to re-sign this year? Michael Spacek. Yeah, I am going to bring him back. What's the cheapest contract I can get for him? 8 years, really. Is that what I want to do? I mean, that's not too bad. And it's just, he's not great. He's not really that good anymore. Since he's not really playing top line minutes either, he's not going to be the greatest for us either. So I think we'll just do 2 million. That's fine with me. So 1.7 million is what I can get him for. Jakub Zaboral. Yeah, I will also bring him back. Let's see, what can I get him for? What's a cheap contract for him? Looking like it's 2 years. Yeah, so I think we'll just go 2 years for Zaboral. Hopefully I can bring that down by quite a decent amount. So he will accept that. 2,507. All right. I went too far, so 2,525 is what I can get him for. Okay, that's not too bad. Jeremy Bracco, now Do I want to re-sign Jeremy Bracco? Usually Saros will come back, that's for sure. Should we just lock him up for a few more years? I mean, 5 years as our backup. Sure, I'm fine with that. 1.2. I'd probably lower that to like point. I don't know, not even. Yeah, literally that. I'd get him for that for 5 mil, or for 5 years. Sorry. So that's fine with me. Now let's back this up a little bit. We'll advance another day to see if those guys sign, and then I'm gonna look through the team just to see if I do want Bracco back, because I'm sure if I really want a player like Bracco, I'm sure there would be someone in free agency. Plus, I'd like to beef up the team anymore. So if there's a first or second line forward out there in free agency, I'm gonna want to bring him back. Or I want not bring him back. I'm gonna want to bring him to the team. So let's just sort it by forwards real quick. That's a big ass contract for Tippett. That's one of the biggest contracts ever, actually. So you know. All right, let's move down a little bit. Let's see how. Okay, so Bracco, he's not very happy, to be honest. He's an RFA. Would somebody even want him, though? That's the thing. Zach Mitchell, I'm not too keen on bringing back either. Kravchenko, it's not really anyone I need to re-sign. I don't really care for Mitchell, so you know what? We'll release Mitchell. Sorry for anybody in the AHL that was playing with him. Now, do we want Bracco back? So, wait, real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So, really, Bracco can go. Now, do I want to qualify him, or do I want to just release him? I don't know if anybody would want him since he is pretty not great. I mean, he's okay. He's like a third, fourth liner, but still. How about defensemen? Is there anybody I want to bring back? There's nobody I need to bring back. Goaltenders, Kevin Poulin. Maybe, actually, I don't know if Outlaw, he's a Canadian, right? If he is Canadian, yeah, he's Canadian. So Morgan Outlaw, I think we will just keep, we'll obviously keep him, but I think we'll sign Poulin as our starter still in the AHL. Damn, he's now 33. It's crazy. We've had him for a long time, so we'll offer him a contract then. And then, yeah, so hopefully everything is good there, and then we can send him to free agency to see if there is a big fish out there for us to acquire. We are going up as a franchise. We are on that upper edge of the entire league now, so we got everybody, and we'll send him to free agency now, and hopefully we can find someone that will really help us at a trade block. I think I do want to get rid of anybody that's on the trade block. So, all right, we are now at free agency. Now let's see if there's anybody that can really help out this team. All right, okay. Mark Stone up to a 90 overall, and Nathan McKinnon also a 90 overall. Mirko Mueller a 90 overall. Nicholas Jarmelson, he is 36. I don't know if I want Jarmelson. Tyler Johnson, Gostis Bear, Vrana. All right, so these top three, man, that would be juicy. McKinnon, though, I would not mind picking up McKinnon. How well does he sim? 61 points. He has had a few 30-goal seasons. He usually averages around 60-ish points by the looks of it. Mark Stone only got 58 last year. Although McKinnon's team definitely still wasn't very good because they didn't even make the playoffs last year. How about Mirko Mueller? He's listed as a top 2 defenseman, so 33 points for Mueller. He's okay. He looks very good, though. He's got decent puck skills. He's definitely on that defensive side. He can definitely play defense, which I would like, just to ensure that our team stays even better. McKinnon looks very good to bring in. I mean, Stone too, but I think I might focus on trying to get McKinnon and Mueller. Whether I can or not, I honestly don't know. We will probably try it, and we'll see what I can do, but we'll have to wait and see. Goaltenders, nothing too interesting here. Montembeault is listed as the highest, so I am assuming he is just having a bit of a morale crisis. That's why he is only an 80 overall, where he's above 81 even when I sort it by overall. So now here's the thing: is there anybody I can move out to for cap space reasons, where I can actually afford some of those players? Because with the cap space we have right now, we most definitely will not be able to. So let's see who's got some bad contracts that I'd actually move out. Emile Poirier, that's for sure. Mike Riley has a pretty hefty contract as well. Is he listed as the top 4? Right, top 6. He's listed as the top 4. So I mean, Emile Poirier wouldn't be too bad to move out. Like, you know, okay, one sec. Let's sort it by forwards, sort it by overall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so we definitely could move out one forward, and Emile Poirier would not be a bad option since he does have such a big contract. How about defensemen though? I mean, Mike Riley would probably be the one to go. See, I mean, well, Mike Riley or Rasmus Anderson, which one do I prefer? Well, you know what? Mike Riley just has proven that he has better stats than Rasmus Anderson, so I'm trying to think. So let's say we have Hag and Mueller, then Hamilton and Riley, then Zaboral and Lauzon on the bottom pair. So they're both listed as top 6. And then we get rid of Anderson or Riley. Anderson, probably. That wouldn't be too bad. All right, you know what? Let's see. What teams want Anderson that can afford him? So we're going to have to figure this out. All right, so Boston. Can they afford Anderson and Poirier? Go by forwards. Let's look for Poirier. All right. Can they afford both of them? They can. Now, is that something I want to do? They are listed as rebuilders, so let's see. What can I get draft pick-wise from them? Out of cure, can I get their first? It's close. I don't think we will, but let's try it. You are a bit off in value. All right, so you know what? I may want to try this. Because honestly, if I can get that first from them, since they aren't a great team, they are listed as rebuilders, that wouldn't be too bad. So let's try and add the 2029 third. They don't want to take on the contract of Emile Poirier. I mean, I don't blame you. Let's retain a bit of salary, 10%. We can't. So we won't be able to move out Poirier then, which is quite an L, to be honest. So since we have players with retained salary. Okay, wait. What if we take a player back and they have to retain salary? Does that make sense? Overall wise, is there anybody they actually want to get rid of? No? Oh, Tuukka Rask. 85 at 36. Damn. Alright, let's see. So, somebody that they have signed. That is bad. Mikola. What if they have to take on the cap space and then we can retain some? Will that work? No, we still would have traded. Yeah, okay. So we won't be able to move out Poirier then. Unless it's like we don't retain salary, we don't give up our third, and we just try to get lower draft picks from them. Which, I mean, it's not that big of a deal, so let's try a second and a third from them. Will that then go through? Really, ultimately, they still do not want to have that Poirier contract. So, what to do then? What to do? I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to get Poirier then. Can we go Rasmus Anderson for a second? Try that. Trade accepted. Okay, so we have about $9 million now in cap space. So, now what? Now what for forwards? Who else was... There was someone else there that kind of had a rough contract. I mean, Hosang. I kind of like to keep Hosang. Is there anybody actually listed as a second liner? No. Alright, so, what do I do? I could realistically move out Hosang. Is that what I want to do, though? I don't really think so. Huh. People that have big contracts. All of these guys without any value, to be honest. Well, they don't really have big contracts, but can I just move all of them out? Just because? I realistically would be able to. Let's go to a different team, though, instead of Boston. So, do Carolina want to give up a third? No. I'd like to go to a team that can give up a third rounder. Alright, let's see if we can get the third rounder from Calgary. Looks like it might be too much value. Hey, maybe not. We'll try that. Rejected. You are a bit off in value. Really, buddy? I actually don't think we are. But okay, so we might have to try a contending team then that wants to give up a third. Okay, let's try Chicago. I think their third will have a little bit less value. Yeah, it definitely does. Trade accepted. Alright, so that's fine. We'll send those guys away. It doesn't open up cap space basically at all, but now how about goaltenders? Is there anybody that's on a bad contract? For goalies? Not really. No, not at all, to be honest. So, what do I do? I think I might have to settle with getting one then and not be able to get both. And realistically, since I did have to trade away Anderson, I'd like to get a defenseman back. Because if we sort of buy defenseman now, it would be Tulola in there, and Tulola isn't great, so I think we might have to go. Well, that's okay. Wait, that's not true. Let's go to free agency. Let's see real quick. If I were to offer McKinnon a contract, how much can I give him? Oh God, I can barely give him any extra money. Okay, wait, what was it? How much was I? Okay, so I can give him barely any extra money. We could offer him that. Let's see, wait. If we go 7 years, how about that? That's a little bit more. Do I want to offer that to McKinnon? I could, like I said, but defensively, is there anybody here that's decent enough that could actually play? Orlov or Vatanen? They want some pretty big contracts as well. I do not know. I feel like I have to go after Mueller, since I did have to trade away Anderson, and I'm not going to be able to trade away anybody else. Okay, you know what? We will attempt to sign Mueller then. So, how long do I want him for? 6 years? 5 years, 6 years, so 7.9 is what he wants. We will give him 8 to 5, and hopefully he accepts that. Alright, Mirko Mueller, will he come to the team? We'll see. And then I would really like to get McKinnon, man. I know that there's 2 teams that want him, right? Calgary and Pittsburgh. Stone. Stone. Vancouver wants him, so I don't know if I'll be able to pick them up or not. Unless I trade away some other players as well. So let's see. Let's advance a day. Advance another day. We're going to wait. We'll go like the day before. So not tomorrow, but the next day, Mueller should sign. Alright. Let's go see free agency again. And now, let's see who else. Is there still... Okay, Stone and McKinnon are still here. Now there are 4 teams that want McKinnon. All right. Let's see. Calgary, Montreal, New York, and Pittsburgh. Stone, Ottawa, and Vancouver. So I think, oh Jesus, Mueller has 7 options to choose from. That's actually an L. That might be, we might not actually get Mueller then. So do I want to try and move out some players to try and be able to get McKinnon as well? I mean, if we were to do that, contract-wise, it would have to be, if I wish I could move out Poirier, to be honest. Honestly, I would trade away Poirier and Ho-Sang and Tuck. To be honest, Tuck is not on a good contract. Like, if I could trade away Ho-Sang, Tuck, and Poirier, I would. To get, oh, wait. Johannesson is a 79 at 3.4. Can I just move him out anyways? Okay, you know what? Let's go to Calgary because Calgary wants to get... Jesus, they have so much cap space, man. It's actually ridiculous. Can we get... I don't think we'll be able to get a 3rd from them. No, most definitely not, alright. Can we get a 4th from them? Probably not either. Okay, let's try a 6th then, because I highly doubt I'll be able to get the 5th either. 6, no, yeah, they don't want the contract. Oh, man. This was a bad year. This is a bad free agency session as of right now. Okay, let's advance today. We'll see. Will Mirko Mueller? He does accept. All right. Now, let's go back to free agency. Is McKinnon or Stone still there? No, they are not. All right. So, very interesting. I wonder which teams they went to. Let's go and see what teams they went to. Oh, didn't mean to go to trade and improve. Actually, I'm sure McKinnon might have gone. Well, I was going to say McKinnon might have gone to Calgary, which is true. They didn't get that much cap space. They didn't get that much more cap space. So McKinnon did go to Calgary. So, interesting to see that. But all right, so Calgary looks a little bit better now. Still listed as rebuilders, though. So, all right, so I think that's all that we will do in this episode, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy. Next year is a big year for us. If there's anybody in free agency, we have a decent amount of cap space right now, and we will also be losing Anderson, which is fine with me. And I don't know if I want Poirier back because he's on a very big contract, and I can't get rid of him either. Also, if I could move out Alex Tuck because his contract isn't great either, maybe I might try it, but you never know. But yeah, guys, I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you did enjoy. Comment what you thought of the video in the comments below, and subscribe if you are new around here and enjoy the content. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.